We are continuing our broadcast for CSBK TV, Mopar Canadian Superbike Championships for 2012, broadcasting from Shannonville Motorsport Park at the test day here on June the 7th. And I welcome back to the national circuit this year, Michael Taylor. Michael, pleasure to see you, and a pleasure to see you on the racetrack once more.
Great to be back, Frank. Yeah, it's a great opportunity. I joined forces with Mackey Harley-Davidson to run the XR class. I got out to only one race to watch last year at Mosport, and it was dynamite, really competitive, and I thought I can't just sit in the sidelines, Frank. I got to get back into it.
Well, I'm glad you are, because you mentioned Mosport, as a matter of fact, now known as Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, of course.
Correct, yeah.
It was at that track that you were working alongside myself and Duke, and of course Pat Gonzalez up in the tower. And hearing your voice over that PA, let me just say that I'm glad you're back on a motorcycle once more, because I think my job is in jeopardy. You did a great job.
Well, Frank, I'm a big fan. As I said, I was watching there, and I love motorsports. I've always loved the car racing as well, and any chance I get to get out and see and an opportunity like Frank and Pat gave me at Mosport to announce, it's exciting to be there, and if I can be on the bike, all the better, you know.
But rest assured that when you're finished, when you're really finished riding a motorcycle, there's a microphone available for you, I assure you.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's good to be part of it.
You probably wish that I wouldn't bring this up, but you've packed up the Mackey Harley-Davidson XR 1200 a little bit early today due to damages. You've fallen already. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, Frank, I got out this morning in the session and felt pretty comfortable on the bike. We made some changes. This isn't my first time on the Mackey Harley-Davidson XR 1200. I got out to Grand Bend a few weeks ago and got comfortable, and I really enjoyed the bike, and made some changes that we weren't quite up to speed just yet, and I probably should have brought the bike in and made some adjustments, but I stayed out a little bit longer than I ought to have, and I low side in corner 3, and the bike didn't sustain much damage, Frank, but it's got a part that we didn't bring with us, so I'm just gonna, regroup and get ready for the national.
And race fans, speaking of nationals, race fans will remember that it wasn't all that long ago where you were riding in the Canadian Thunder class, twin cylinder motorcycle, competing against the Harley-Davidson powered duels. In those days, Michael Taylor was riding a BMW, and that year, Mr. Taylor, you put the #1 plate on that BMW at the end of it all.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that year. I actually retired before that too for a couple of years, so I'm kind of one of those never say die guys. But I enjoyed the class. It was competitive. A lot of the guys that were riding in the Pro Thunder class then are now involved in the Harley-Davidson series as well, and it's great that Harley's put this program together, identically prepared, well, not prepared, but identical bikes at the outset, and then we get to tune them as we see fit, and it's kind of nice. We're not messing with the engines as much. There's a lot less tuner involvement and a lot more rider, just get out there and ride the best you can and may the best man win kind of thing, and that makes it a little bit easier for me. I don't have the time and the means to put a big program together, but Mackey's is they campaigned this bike last year for a couple of events with Tim Clarkson on it, and did well, and they're kind of new to the sport themselves, but they're really excited, and they wanted to see the bike up front, so I'm gonna do my best for them this year.
Excellent. Well, as I mentioned, Michael, it's a pleasure to see you back on the racetrack. I wish we had a chance to see you a little bit more today, but that's the way that goes. We're definitely looking forward to seeing you here at Shannonville, June the 22nd through the 24th for an open round of the Mopar 2012 season.
Can't wait, Frank.
Good stuff. Michael Taylor on the Mackey's Harley-Davidson.